This is a Japanese mountain maple, which has been grown as a bonsai for about 20 years. It originated as a weed growing in someone's hedge in the neighborhood, which I harvested. At the time, it was probably about 12 feet high, just one big, long stalk. It was cropped down, and all these new branches were grown. It's been 2 years since this has been out of the pot, which means that the roots are all balled up in there. If allowed to continue like that, the roots would choke it and not allow it to get any. So we pulled out the pot today. This is a big chore that you have to do every 2 years with these guys. There we go. All right. That was easy. Now we have to look. This is growing on a rock. 2 rocks. There's a rock under these roots, and this is kind of a side rock. So I don't want to disturb too much of it. The Japanese use a chopstick. I'm going to use a rain gutter nail because I haven't had Chinese food in a while. Let's look under here. And yes, here's our. These are the little things that plug up the holes. They are like little screens, because look how big the holes are. You've done a lot of drainage with bonsai. So we're going to save those and put those back in there. And you can see all these roots are growing in a circle around the pot. And so I'm going to comb all these roots out. And they actually get quite long, you see. We have to comb all these out and then trim them. New soil in there, and then we'll repot it.
Now.
Okay, so I've combed all the roots out here and a lot of the soil, and you can see there's a lot of roots. And we're just going to cut these off to make a more compact root ball. Cut them all the way around, underneath. This is a special scissor for roots. And this is a very established bonsai, so we're not going to take too much. In some cases, with a really established bonsai, you're going to take a pie slice of roots out. And I guess we can do that here. And that allows a whole section of root to grow back. And again, you just take that out. And then each year, every 2 years, you alternate around the tree which part that you're going to take out. So you have to keep records of this. Okay, so there's our pie slice. We're going to chop that out. That way brand new roots are going to grow into that void. So every 20 years or so, you have almost a whole new root system. Go around the tree. Really, it should be almost all the way up. A little bigger, so like that. So there's my pie slice. Continue to cut these roots out. These extra roots. Okay. And I think there's only a few left on this side. Big one. Big one. Alright, so that's it. We have a nice compact root ball. So that's all the dirt and roots that we removed. We prepare the pot. Here we have a little screen, just plastic screening. And that allows the dirt not to go through those big holes, but the water will go through. These have to be secured with a wire that's twisted, same wire that you use to train the tree. Put it through the hole. On the other side, you're going to bend those back like that. Put them in position. Clean those out. Do another one. Same thing. So those are secure. Now I prepared this soil, which is basically about half sand and half peat moss. And I'm going to put a layer in here for the tree to grow into. Has to be a very light mix, good drainage, nothing that's going to hold too much moisture. Okay, so just like a 1/2 inch there on the bottom of the pot. Some new roots can grow over the summer. Into that, there we go. And every bonsai has a front and a back. This particular tree, let's see, now's the time you can reposition it. I think for this tree, this rock is just decorative. It goes here. But the tree is actually growing on a big rock. So someday maybe I'll bring that down and show more of the roots. It's not going to be this year. So you want to plant the tree, never coming out from the center of the pot. You always have a little bit off to the side. So let's see. That looks like the center. Go this way. We can try that this year. Bring it on this side a little bit. Just a little off center. So we work that in.